Welcome back. I'm Coach Tina. Today I'm talking about what weights to pick. If you're new to strength training or just starting out at home, the most common question, and totally valid, is well, how do I know what weights to pick? Today I'm going to go over 4 general guidelines you can follow as you navigate this journey. Number 1, pick a set of dumbbells when you're starting that you feel comfortable with. I know a lot of trainers wouldn't necessarily tell you that because strength training is about getting stronger. Like, oh, you got to go heavy. Not when you're starting. I say pick a set where you mentally feel comfortable because your mental approach is going to be everything about how you perform, about whether you look forward to strength training. So for you, that might mean a set of 2-pound dumbbells, and that's okay. Your groceries probably are a little heavier, but you're going to work your way up to that because the most important part of this is your mental approach. So that's number 1. Rule number 2 and 3 are related. It's related to upper and lower body. In general, when you're doing an upper body exercise, for example, bicep curls, the weight will be lighter. The biceps and the triceps are smaller muscle groups. It's even, I think logically you probably are like, yeah, Tina, I know that. And if I'm doing something with my lower body, like a squat, I'm holding it with my upper body, but the upper body, my arms aren't really doing much. They're just holding. My legs are doing all the work. So in general, your lighter weights will be for your upper body and your heavier weights will be for your lower body. Remember, your lower body carries you through life. It's, hey, for women, we give birth. So from here on down, you're gonna be much stronger. In addition, size-wise, the upper body, arm muscles are a lot smaller muscle group. The quads, hamstrings, glutes, this is our powerhouse for everyone. It's our powerhouse. It's what carries you through life. Even a professional weightlifter is going to be lifting overhead and in front of them, so like a chest press. That weight will always be lighter than what he or she can squat or deadlift. So that's a general rule. Lighter weights, upper body, heavier weights for lower body. And the last most important thing to remember when you're trying to pick a weight when you're first starting is, in the beginning, you're kind of experimenting, and that's totally normal. You're kind of seeing where you start, and this is how you know if it's the right starting place. So if you're doing a workout and it says 10 bicep curls, if I'm doing 10 bicep curls, and this feels probably easy in the first 1 through 4 reps, if by reps 8, 9, and 10, they're feeling hard, but I don't have to swing anything up to change my form to get it up, that's the perfect weight. If the weight feels super easy for the entire assigned rep scheme, that weight's probably a little light. So this one for me, as you see how I'm moving it, is probably too light for me. I know the other one, the 20, is going to be too heavy, and I'll show you. I can't even get one up. So if you're having problems in the first 3 reps, that weight is too heavy. So just remember, depends on the rep scheme. So in strength, a rep scheme that's assigned is probably not going to be 10. It'll probably be 6 to 8. So for 6 to 8 reps, if I was using something heavy, so this is still the wrong way because I can't even get the 1, you'd want to make sure by that 5th and 6th rep, somewhere around there, that it feels challenging without losing form. And I think the last thing I want you to remember, so number 1, confidence. So when you're picking a weight, start with something that you feel comfortable with. As you get comfortable, you start exploring what you're capable of. Number 2 and number 3, lower body and upper body rules. Excuse me. Lower body will always use a heavier weight. And when I say lower body, means that's the part of the body doing all the work. So even if you're holding it with your hands or your arms, the lower body is doing all the work. Upper body exercises like bicep curls, tricep kickbacks, a lot smaller. Those will always be lighter weights than the lower body exercise. And rule number 4 is reps. It should always be challenging in the last 2 or 3 reps of whatever it is. And I'll go over one last thing about the reps. Then you know it's the right weight. And you'll know this as you get more acclimated to strength training. So, and in general, If you're taking a fitness class, oftentimes the rep schemes will be 10 to 15. So whatever you're doing for 10 to 15 reps will be lower in weight than if you're doing only 5 or 6 reps. We can all handle more with less reps than we can with higher reps. So what will determine your weight will also be what exercise you're doing in terms of the number of times you're doing it. So if it's 15 bicep curls, I'm going to be using a lighter weight than if I was only doing 6 bicep curls. I hope that all makes sense. You know, if you ever have any questions, you can post it in the comments below or send me an email. And I hope this is giving you a little bit more guidance. And if you have any more questions, ask. Meanwhile, if you like this post or found it helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe down below. And I'll see you next time.